Attention, Birds fans! Something surprising just happened. Nobody saw this coming. But first of all, if you're a true Eagles fan, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Every day, we bring you hot info about the Birds, straight from the most reliable sources. Let's get straight to the news. The Eagles' general manager, Howie Roseman, might be about to make some noise again with a surprise target for the Steelers. With Josh Sweat leaving and Brandon Graham retiring, the depth at defensive end for the Philadelphia Eagles isn't proven. Alex Highsmith might be the bold solution Howie Roseman needs. The Philadelphia Eagles enter the 2025 season with significant questions about their defensive capabilities. The current Super Bowl champions have undergone a drastic overhaul at the position, with Josh Sweat leaving in free agency, the team legend Brandon Graham retiring after 15 seasons, and the surprising trade of Bryce Huff to the San Francisco 49ers. This offseason, the Eagles have already lost significant talent. Josh Sweat left in free agency, team legend Brandon Graham retired, and Bryce Huff was traded to the 49ers. This leaves Philadelphia betting on Nolan Smith, Jalex Hunt, who has shown promise, and recent additions Azeez Ojulari and Josh Uche, supported by mid-level options like Patrick Johnson. Considering what's going on in the state with the Pittsburgh Steelers, should Eagles GM Howie Roseman try to start an intrastate trade that few would expect, targeting Alex Highsmith? Currently, franchise cornerstone TJ Watt is looking to sign another extension, and the Steelers may not be able to keep Highsmith given his future costs. This leaves Philadelphia banking on Nolan Smith, who made a big developmental leap in Philadephia 2024, with 6.5 sacks in the regular season and 4 more in the playoffs, and second-year player Jalex Hunt, who has steadily improved from his debut through the Super Bowl. The Eagles also signed veterans Azeez Ojulari and Josh Uche in free agency and have Patrick Johnson as a rotational option. They drafted linebacker Jihad Campbell with the 31st overall pick, though the South Jersey native projects more as an off-ball linebacker who could help in coverage and run defense rather than as a primary pass rusher. But considering what's happening in the state with the Steelers, should GM Howie Roseman pursue an intrastate trade that few would expect, setting sights on Alex Highsmith? Pittsburgh finds itself in an interesting financial situation. TJ Watt is entering the final year of his current contract and is set to make $21 million in base salary, which now seems modest compared to extensions signed by Myles Garrett and Max Crosby. Highsmith's cap hit jumps to $18.6 million in 2025 and $20.1 million in 2026 after a restructuring in April 2024. If the Steelers plan to prioritize an extension for Watt, trading Highsmith could offer financial flexibility without severely weakening their pass rush. Highsmith, 27, has become a top-tier edge rusher since being drafted in the 3rd round of the 2020 draft. Although injuries limited him to 11 games in 2024, he remained effective when healthy, recording 6 sacks and averaging 4.5 pressures per game. His standout 2022 season remains a career highlight: 14.5 sacks, 63 tackles, and 5 forced fumbles, the best in the league. In 77 career games, Highsmith has 35.5 sacks, 9 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, and 1 defensive touchdown. An impressive resume for a player in his prime. Here's a trade framework that could benefit both franchises. The Eagles receive Alex Highsmith and a 2026 4th-round pick, which becomes a 3rd-round pick if Highsmith records more than 11 sacks in 2025. The Steelers receive a 2026 2nd-round pick, a 2026 5th-round pick, and a conditional 2026 6th-round pick that becomes a 5th-round pick if Highsmith gets 8 sacks. For Philadelphia, Highsmith offers an immediate solution at a concerning position. He brings pass rush speed, run defense toughness, and the ability to create turnovers, qualities that fit perfectly in defensive coordinator Vic Fangio's system. Financially, the Eagles would acquire a proven starter with upside at a lower cost than top-tier free agents, preserving future flexibility. Philadelphia's top two edge rushers currently, Smith and Hunt, have combined only 11 career starts. While both are rising players, relying on them to lead the edge rusher group on a championship roster is a risky proposition. Trading a 51-1 in Dwanvade, $30 million pass rusher like Huff shows confidence in their development. But adding a player like Highsmith would stabilize the unit and provide a reliable, experienced presence. Highsmith's leadership, consistent production, and age make him ideal for a Super Bowl contender aiming for sustained success. Pittsburgh may prefer to keep him, but with Watt's imminent extension and Highsmith's rising cap hits, a trade would allow the Steelers to recoup draft capital and focus financially. The question remains if the Steelers would actually accept the offer. But considering the trajectories of both teams, Pittsburgh managing the salary cap and Philadelphia in win-now mode, the trade could make sense for both franchises. For Roseman, it would be exactly the kind of calculated, aggressive move that has defined his title-building career.